Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is Nigeria at a crossroad religiously. There is a masquerade that is dancing, and that masquerade is wearing the mask of Christianity and of Islam. The ugly part of this is that this masquerade that is dancing in the name of Christianity and of Islam is truly a masquerade of the forefathers, the masquerade of paganism, the masquerade of animism, trying to pretend to be a new masquerade, Christianized on the surface and Islamatized on the surface. All the Christianing and Islamatizing is just skin deep, and there is no manifestation of any kind of this masquerade being a new one. If you observe with me, the Nigerian society in every meaning of the word is at a crossroad. Politically, we are at a crossroad. Religiously, we are at a crossroad. Economically, we are at a crossroad. And why things are so bad for us is just because we are pretenders. One wonders why Christians cannot practice this purest form of Christianity. If you want to be a Christian, why don't you just practice the purest form of Christianity? Go and read the Bible and see what Jesus meant to the world and follow that truthfully. Our society will be a better place if we do that. If you want to practice Islam, go and read what the Quran recommends and follow that truthfully. Our society will be a better one. But dancing the dance of the masquerade with the mask of Christianity is the worst thing that can happen to us. Dancing the dance of the masquerade with Islam as the mask is the worst thing that can happen to us. In our political arena, we have seen that our leaders are not truthful. And why they are not truthful is that we do not hold them accountable at all. They already knew that if they put their name on the Bible or the Quran and swear that they will be the truth and do the truth and nothing but the truth, and as soon as they are in office, they do the contrary, nothing will happen to them. Why don't we return, if we want to be a better society, why don't we return to the way it is done in the olden days, where you swear by the name of a God, this God that doesn't have time to forgive. If you swear by their name and you don't live up to the expectation, they strike you down immediately. The repercussion is very swift. Why don't we go back to that? We have the masses suffering while the leadership are wallowing in untold riches. Why people cannot eat 2 square meals per day, even some people struggling with just 1 per day. We have our leadership spending the money as if it is going out of fashion, spending money as if it is just water. Why they can afford to have 6, 7, 8 big buildings all around the world, the people they are ruling cannot even afford to pay rent on just 1 room. Why are we still pretending that we are our brother's keeper? And on Sunday, we take our robe, we wear our babariga, and go to the church to bless the name of God with all the money that we've been able to steal from our brothers. And on Friday, we go to the mosque with our big babariga. Why are we pretending? Why don't we go back to the olden days? If the now is not favoring us, why don't we just return back to that past that seems now to be a luxury compared to what is happening now? We have examples of people who abused power in the olden days. Iyalo de Efusheton and Bashoruga are very good examples, and there are others like them. But swiftly, the society deals with them. The check and balance that was in the old religion is no more there in this new religion that we are following. Because everything we do in this new religion is forgiven. The problem is not the religion. The problem is not Christianity or Islam. We've seen the way Christianity is done in the West. We've seen the way Islam is done in the Middle East. But what we have is bastardization of those two religions. And what we come up with is just a shame, a facade. Let us return back, at least constitutionally, that you should have to swear. If you want to rule us, you have to swear by the name of the gods that doesn't forgive you. Then there will be development in Africa, in Nigeria, because we are now pretending, placing our hand on the Bible while we turn our back on it. We protect ourselves with charms while we carry the Bible high up for people to see. Why are we pretending? Why can't we just answer our Father's name? It is high time that we redeem this society called Nigeria. If we don't do that now, there will be no time else to do it. We are killing our brothers and our sisters and selling their parts, while we pretend to be purer than the people who bring this religion to us. It's every day in the news now that people have an establishment where they sell human parts. They said to buy human parts is even cheaper than buying animal parts. Let us return back to the olden days. It will favor us more, and we will be a blessed nation if we follow our paganism. No more do we pretend and use Ifariku to do something or sacrifice to the Ogun while we say we hate them and we don't believe in them. Why don't we just make a U-turn in this crossroad and let us allow the gods of our forefathers to show us the road to take, instead of following this religion that doesn't benefit us in any way? Please don't get me wrong. I'm not against Christianity or Islam. What I'm against is the way we are practicing it. I see the way Christians practice Christianity in Europe, and it's lovely. I don't say they don't have their own fault, but it's not all the fault that we see in Nigeria. We should do something for our brothers and sisters. We should not continue to sell them. Thank you for listening to me.